what a day for posting. By the way, most importantly, there's always another trade. I'm not going anywhere, neither is Coach. Go to our YouTube channel, TradeGateHub. Be a part of our almost 8,200 subscribers where we do 2 videos a day, almost 2,000 videos. 5 hours ago, Luke and Coach, watch the video. There's always another trade. That'll teach you more about fundamentals than anything else. Also, very active in the room today. I'm proud of everybody, for lack of a better term. All right? Always scroll up, go through the feed. If you don't want to be interrupted by anybody else's comments, I get it. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I don't want to hear about it from J Norm. So what I do is I just go to my room, like Mike V. Daily. And these are all my posts, uninterrupted, if you will, right? I'm not saying it's the right thing to do. It's actually the wrong thing to do. But for those that are in and around, just want to get to the point, boom, you're right in there. Treat this day like it's any other normal day. Anything, okay? For a stock that's pure. First of all, the market had news, okay? The stocks that you really want, the stocks are acting well before the news. Sure, you want to buy a Fig or an Oracle, but still can't get out of its own way. Or an Apple. We're in that. What a trade in Apple. Thank God I got out in Apple. Always another trade, all right? Scroll up. What we do in TradeGateHub, it's part of calls, volume, trend. This is to no surprise here, Intel. Okay? I even said here, early in the morning, like 52. It's getting comical how many calls are Intel. But you know what? The biggest moves come at the end. Who cares? They usually do. That's not the point. Well, silver. Look at silver. There's the volume. That's the lowest down. You see this when it corrected here, this proverbial day? Come on, now, get this axis thing off here. Always show crosshairs. No. See this volume? This is the biggest down volume it's ever had in this proverbial run-up. All right. What do I say? Kind of put things aside. All right, there's news. Are you paying up for the market? Who cares about the indices? Okay, Rambus. This is as pure as they came. Is it over? Who knows? Bottom line is the stock has a 3-day range from 105 to 135. Trade it, no matter what your style. UAL earnings. Ooh. Halliburton earnings. Calls. PBR, someone mentioned in the room. Great Eye, that has calls. You know what has calls too? I'm in it. Rig. Believe me. This says 5 and change written all over it. All the problem that I have with Rig is, first of all, I'm going to take off my my video, so I'm not blocking some of the corner of charts. That's what people tell me, I'm blocking charts. So let me take off the video, and we can look. All right, but I'm here. Believe me, all you people. Problem with Rig is the weekly. It's got that resistance on the 200-day. All right, it's going to take time. Probably blows through it, I'm not going to lie. Calls. NN, still taking calls. This is for the past couple of days that you might want to think about resuming. Right? There's a little rotation going on here, okay? Resuming means it was hot for a couple of days, took a day off on low volume. I'm fine. J Norm. CLSK. PBR. ARM. Calls off the bottom. You know what was another? HIMS. Some of these stocks can't even rally. There's HIMS. All right? What about another one? I'm in one of these dogs. What about Zeta? Oh, Oscar. Look what Oscar Madison did. I hope I was on the right screen. Oscar. I bought it. Cheap in the hole. Let's see. Hi, Sherry. Pick's still there. It's still there. Oh, hold on. Okay. Oscar. Everybody that's long Oscar is in the same crowd as Zeta. They're all in the same crowd. There's Zeta, by the way. Zeta might be. And Grab. They're all in the same little universe. Oscar. I bought it well. Why did I buy it? I bought it at the Gap. Should I be, are there better trades buying pretty precipitously behind the moving average? There's me, literally the bottom tick. See, this is what you want, by the way, is when you trade. You want when you're trying to catch the proverbial knife, you want the print. You want everybody to just say whatever it is. Either it's a margin call, get the hell out, I'm done, I'm finished. But that was the print was the bottom. See these prints? So that was it. My last buy was 1477. I just sold it when I came on air. 1477. I just sold it what? 15. But SCI, Bravo sharing. Bravo. We want to talk about that working. That worked. Calls, rig, CLSK, AMD all morning. Follow Intel, GFS. No, I mean, come on. You know what I mean? It's not over. This has a lot of catching up to do. This is Global Foundries. This used to be a sexy IPO, man. Go to the weekly. This used to be an $84 stock. This has got it in it. And by the way, there are what, 12,000 equities out there? You sold? Yeah, it's gone. It comes up on scanners. I'm not splitting the atom here, even the most generic scanners. And by the way, when it comes to scanners, if you're not using one, you go into a proverbial gunfight with a knife. Here's a couple of them. I know all the ones to the most expensive one to the free one. What about this one? Stock beat is a free one. Has only a 5-second delay. All right, let's look at the screen. Hold on. All right, here's gap up, breakout, downtrend, long green candle. Sort by time. Is a free one. 5-second delay. Here's the candle, K-View, KMB, ALB. It's self-explanatory. Coke, Medtronic. I'm in that in the fund. Finally. Oh, beautiful. Oh, Medtronic. I'm buying more. Look at the weekly in Medtronic. By the way, calls, right sector. It's got it all. Speaking of Medtronic, this is the daily on Medtronic. This is a good one. What happened to J&J? What J&J did, the boomers. I care about it. I know J-Norm does. There's J&J. There's the weekly. J&J shrugging off everything. Good for J&J. Good for the boomer generation, actually. All right, anyway, free scanners. Okay, you wanted to know another one? There's always another. Everybody relax. There's always another trade. Okay, this is the one I use. You get paid what, $2 and change a month? This is it. Go through your own, do it at your own time. Trade ideas. Anyway, stock beat. Okay, another one. Even a 5-minute volume spike. CMCSMU. Good little, tailor it. Good little free site. No, I didn't get an SOLS. Okay, I'm going to let you, Sherry, you can have it all. And you know what? I'm wrong. Why am I wrong? Because I want 4 10s. No, not 10. What is it? I want 6. I should be in some of it. Usually the smaller position winners turn into something good. I'm not in it, though. I don't know why. Why am I here? I'm not sure. When my wife comes in and she sees me behind a couple of screens, she's probably saying Michael's an SOLS and Rambus. When actually that's neither the case. So I'm doing the best I can. No, I'm not in it. It's bullish. Stock that I like and I'm buying more of. First of all, CRK, ripped with natural gas. CRC. You want a stock that's taking calls, that's got it in it? First of all, there's the daily. I'm in it. It's going to work, by the way. It's going to work. It's working. Weekly. Believe me, man. Nat gas play. Let's go to what's important. What's most important, you ask? Calls. IBRX. IBRX bearish. Somebody's writing some puts. I get it. All right. If you don't know the move in IBRX, then quite honestly, in all due respect, you're against it. It has nothing to do with the room, the calls, the volume. It's hot. There's the chart on IBRX. Now somebody's writing some puts on it. What a range. Doesn't you don't even need to pick a proverbial side. Look at the move. Microsoft, they're going in calls late. Microsoft, they're trying to pick the bottom here. They're trying to pick the bottom in Microsoft. What about Netflix? That bounced from what, 82? I didn't watch it today. What was the low in Netflix today? 81 was the low in Netflix. Why was 81 the low in Netflix? I'm a charter, right? Yeah, I am. There it is. Right here. Previous low. What was that low? Go to the weekly. Yeah, right here. Want to talk about technicals? That's algo driven, by the way. There's the weekly. Yeah, there it is, right here. Perfect. And the daily. It's a spot. Oh, God, help me. Car. I know somebody who likes car. I get it. I get it. I like it. The right time too. The right. It's the right time, meaning rotation. I like it. I didn't know it came down that much. Yeah, it's all right. Let's go to the calls again. Okay, I told you about Wolf. Go to the room, please. This stock has been taking calls for a couple of days. I did post it in the room. I should post it in the room. Why? Because it's doing it. I'm not even in it. I'm not biased. Could care less. CX. This is a Mexican cement play. It literally is this a Mexican cement play. We call it the cement man, the trading. Does it have any more in it? I don't know. Write it down. Maybe it works. Biggest moves come at the end. Maybe it pops another freaking 4%. You get out. Apple, QUBT, QUBT. You know how I feel about that, although they hit these things badly, at least technically. And then, by the way, I'm not the one that's going to step in this QUBT here. Let them go. And by the way, hold on. I'd be remiss if I didn't pat myself on the back. Not because I traded it well. Don't even care. There's always another trade. It's because of this. NBY, I'll tell you about what I did with that. Let me go through some posts here. So right here, 10:50 a.m. This, by the way, there are the wolf calls. Okay. Also, almost comical amount of intuckles. Silver puts. And I know everyone picks top and silver, and I'm very aware, but that was what time? 10:50 a.m. The silver puts came in. Right? What was it? 7:58, 10:50 a.m. Here's 10:50, 10:50 a.m. right there. Anyway, let's go to a couple of things in the room. The whole thing on the NASDAQ is the 50-day now. The whole existence, the universe, depends on the NASDAQ and the 50-day. NBY, I sold it. Sold it at 590, J Norm. Hero USA, great name. That deserves a thumbs up just because of the name. All right, let's get back down to business. All right. Stock's been acting and taking calls the past couple of days of interest. I'm being redundant. I brought them up again. The symbols are NN. The symbols are PBR, Wolf, ARM, VG, Poet. By the way, Dawn worked for those overnighters. Okay, see the close on dawn with the volume? Stock closed at 1207, hit 1312. Nobody's gonna say you pick the actual top and make the whole $1.20, but it worked. For those that believe in range, how they close, price action, volume, trend. Okay, sounds easy, but net if you do it over time, it is. It is. Yeah. Yeah, come on. Let the black cat in the room. Don't worry about it, kid. LDI. I sold it. Sold 28,000 on a print. I hit the bid, literally. At the low. Couldn't take it anymore. Show executions. Where's my executions on LDI? Oh, here it is. Sorry, Jane Norm. LDI. Hope it goes back to freaking 5. Probably does. Oh, I sold right at the 50-day. Broke the 50-day. Do you believe I actually had a stop order? And it got hit at the 50-day below it, then reclaimed it. Yeah, LDI. LDI. I sold it. I did. You want to know why I sold it? Because it's a $2 stock, and I don't want to play those cheap ones anymore, especially getting down to it. How about this stock? Somebody, Gilead. You like drug stocks? You like drugs? All-time high Gilead. You want to step in front of this thing? Well, this thing's getting written down. I want to talk about a close. That gets written down. GILD is the symbol. Late, GILD. Oracle, no bounce yet. Adobe, anything? Adobe? There's the Adobe. You want to talk about the volume and the reversal. Maybe you want to try some Oracle. But I am in FIG. Where's FIG? Oh, FIG, you suck. I think the stock bottom today, to be honest with you. Only because of the price action. FIG, I actually wanted where? Better trades. I'm not just saying that to be responsible. There are better trades. You know what, Jane Norm? If LDI was $20, I'd be averaging more into it. It was a two. You know, I just couldn't. I couldn't stand. Look, I broke a rule, a bad rule. It's bad enough I'm shorting silver and buying that gas. Fig. Let's go to the board. HSAI. I'd be surprised if this doesn't work. Oh, look at, you know what? I actually been buying it well. Adobe. But Adobe has some volume today. Listen, I don't think it's going to be the V-shaped snapback, but it's only because the rotate. Once the S was, listen, Adobe's going to be up 10% one day when what? MU is down 10% one day. Well, you know what I mean, 8%. That's what's going to happen. And by the way, I'm trading this. See the blues, their buys. I'm trading this thing well. But HSAI, oh. Baidu, by the way, was the one. Went berserk. Was always the first one, always the best to breathe. Went berserk. Yesterday looked like a reversal day, too. Look at it. Where's Jax? HSAI. And when I think about that, I think about Sherry's question about Pony. It's taking calls, and there are worse entry points in Pony. It is taking calls. Not a lot. It's not lighting up the board. I'm not writing it down late. Gilead, Pure. Let's go back to the screen again so I can see myself. Oh, hi, Mike V. How you doing? Sherry, Jane Norm, the regulars, the OGs. Please, what can I do to make this better, the feed? I can't get rid of the accent. I'm sorry if I curse and I do go off on tangents because what? My mind goes too fast. I'm not going to lie. Faster than my mouth. Something's up with it. This guy. Great trader. If I were to get very few, I would say this to. Very few. Sunrise trader, a friend of mine, if I may say that. And I'm not giddy about most people. This guy, I would give money to. Clean trader, man. Yeah, Gilead. Look, what karma. There you go. I knew him. Gilead. This guy can't shut up. Everything's true. Look at this thing. Enough. I don't like all this talk. This is the Rev's right. No matter what your political party, I'll keep my. I think you could probably guess it. I'm like freaking Alex Keaton. I'm freaking as a Republican as you can come. Did somebody seriously believe Trump was going to use the military? All right, let's look who has earnings. By the way, a couple of things. All right, let me take myself off now. All right, TradeGateHub. You got to use it for the amenities. Where's the latest news? Click the latest news tip. I curated this. There's the public Jesus feed. There's everything you need to know. All the ones. There's alert bot. Go to this thing. I'm telling you, it's live squawk. It's got the what's his name, Bloomberg on it. Wolf. So for some reason, this wolf is in the back of my head. I have something to say. You took a loss in pony, Sherry. Smart. No problem. Keep an eye on it. Listen, the calls weren't off the board anyway. I have something to say about somebody yesterday. I want to comment. I'm not looking backwards, but okay, this is it. Remember when it's Friday was a 3-day weekend, obviously, into what was Monday, we were Tuesday. Three-day weekends have a tendency, majority, and net over time being bullish. Obviously, there was tariff news coming out, and somebody said to me, "I saw your video posted on Friday. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your time, TY. I had a hunch they were trying to sell over the weekend. I didn't hear you speak up, but bravo. I was surprised that you didn't mention that. I didn't mention the fact that the indices were down because it was irrelevant. Did you look at the rest of the stocks? Did you look at Sandus? Did you look at MU? Did you rest look at the oils? See what the retailers did yesterday? All right, I understand that they hit Microsoft and Apple, which are heavily leveraged to the indices. With that being said, I wasn't wrong. And I feel no problem. Wrong all the time. That I wasn't wrong about. Thank you, Sherry. You check all of them out. Good. Appreciate the help. All right, so what says earnings? Let's go back to Mike V's room because I can look at earnings a lot because, or scroll up because without a lot of posting by everybody else. Excuse me. What is today? Wednesday? Johnny John. After. Nobody. Kinder Morgan. Bank of California. Before the open is interesting, though. Okay, let's talk and let's write in a pad. Procter and Gamble. I know someone who has an opinion. Freeport McMoran is the juice out of the punch bowl. If Freeport McMoran reported the last couple of days, it'd probably be up 10%, but they might be getting a little heavy into the print, especially with nat gas pulling up here. GE Aerospace, GE, I have no opinion. I'm not that smart though for conglomerates. Abbott Labs, cool company. McCormick, they make spices. Kramer said shorted, I'm not going to lie. ACMR, oh, I love that symbol. Nova Gold, for those that want to try to pick the top on gold and get banged both ways, fine. Intel, by the way, tomorrow after the close. Keep in mind. Am I doing okay? Always ask. I don't want to waste anyone's time here. Took a loss in Pony, huh? You have a tight we're on a tight ship, Sherry. Oh, my program shut down. Bear with me. Hold on. Almost 3:30. Any questions? Or any questions? It's Intel's world. We're just living in it. And memory chips. It's SanDisk's world. We're just living in it. Look at the fade. All right, so they faded a little bit. No problem. Let's see it's obviously going to be rotation. All right, so going with the SPYs into the close, I'm going off the top of my head. I'm sure people can be more efficient. It's the closing of SPYs are closing above the 50-day into the gap. VIX. Now is VIX going up as the SPY? The SPY is still up 7 handles. They don't want any part of the VIX. All right, that means a little bit more bullish than usual. There's the VIX. Now the VIX, okay, this is the VIX. If it was a chart, what would you do? It could be a retake, but failed breakdown with volume. Shopify, Sherry. Okay, Shopify coming to the 200-day tomorrow. Or maybe the day after on a third, fourth day down. Trade it. You know what? You don't even have to trade Shopify. Shopify, if you're really going to play it smart, is more a proxy for the market in general when something of that size holds some sort of moving average. Right? Procter & Gamble. A real man. I'm sorry. It has nothing to do with gender. Real trader takes Procter. A real trader shorts FCX on a gap up. FCX Procter, ACMR. Don't want to be wrong here, but ACMR research. Now look at that chart going into the number. I'll get it the highlighter. Nova Gold, Abbott Labs, Medtronic. What's the one I said was a short? Oh, McCormick. Yeah, I don't like that stock. NVAX. Somebody said NVAX. It's all over my thing. NVAX. Where's Veer? Veer, 695. I'm going to have to chase this freaking thing now. Oh, oh no, they're gonna make me do it. They're gonna make me buy a lot of Veer. Here's the weekly. There's the daily. Look at this freaking Veer. Let's see if it gets the highlighter. Veer, GILD, NVAX. Is there an outbreak? Let's look at Marna. Oh, fuck. Crisp. Marna. What a run on Marna. The company is bankrupt. How'd this get by us? Who the hell? Why am I here? I'll tell me. It's okay. I'm in a lot too. Excuse me. Don't disturb me. Yeah, like I'm a real trader here. Oh, please close the door here. I have too much Marna. I got to concentrate. Stop, please. How am I not in this thing? VAR. You're gonna make me do it, and I'm gonna do. You buy it right now before I get in it. Anybody out there wants to buy VAR? Get in. What's today's date? Catalyst, February 2026. Everybody be, everybody clammed up. No problem. I'll talk to myself. Buy some more ACM. I'm going to buy something right now. I'm going to tell you. I'm not in VAR. Oh, I got to go. I'm not in Rambus either. And I'm not in Martin.